Welcome to RuralVacantLand.com. This is Luke Smith. And I want to start out by saying thank you to everybody who bought properties over the last week. Getting your deeds going as fast as I can, and you should be receiving your recorded deeds shortly. You're still looking for property? I've got a new one today. This one is in Yuma County, Arizona. So I'm going to zoom in on Arizona. We're in the map search part of RuralVacantLand.com. And so let's pull up the map part here. So switch over to the political map so I can see the states. So here's Phoenix, here's San Diego, and I'm looking at Yuma County, Arizona, which is the southwestern corner of Arizona. You've got the Colorado River that runs along in between here. Got the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge to the north, and you've got Oregon Pipe Cactus National Monument to the south. And this is Interstate 8. 8 goes into San Diego, it goes through El Centro, and I mean just south of here is a good run down to San Felipe and the beaches. I like Portecitos down here. It's a good boat launch. I like launching off of there, going into the islands and stuff. I mean, beautiful coastline there. But so a lot of people travel the 8 coming out of San Diego, and they like to play with their four-wheelers and dirt bikes and dune buggies and all kinds of stuff in the deserts. And so you got these beautiful deserts all over the place that are just vacant waiting for you. I mean, you could be coming from Phoenix too. Phoenix would be closer to come this way to this property that I'm looking at today. Let's go on to this one. So let's zoom in here. And this is the Gila River, Gila, Gila River. And as it heads this direction, I think a lot of agricultural uses it up before it actually gets to the Colorado River. And back in the past, it used to work its way out, going down this way into the Gulf of Mexico. But I think a lot of this water that comes down the Colorado River gets used up. It gets smaller and smaller as it goes south. Up to the north, you got Lake Havasu City. So let's move in here. Just look at these parks, big parks all over the place. This gray is military land, I believe. Maybe Indian reservation, but I believe it's military land. So there's a rest area here. There's date land here. Dateland's got a good rest stop if you're coming through. Get their ice cream and see all the dates. Learn about dates. See how the dates grow. Great area to grow dates. We've got a bunch of properties in the area on the website here as well. But the one I want to talk about is this one over here is 10 acres. So maybe I can go back to the satellite image. You've got farming to the north. The river goes through here. And this is on the bank of the river. Let's keep zooming in. This is a 10-acre property. I'm going to click on the marker. I click on it. I'm going to pull up an ad about it. And this is on RuralVacantLand.com. It's called Wide Open 10-acre lot in Yuma County. $3,499 what I'm asking. Got pictures of the property and stuff. Little description. You can see the property lines of the neighbors. Now if I wanted to buy it, I could just click the buy now button. Buy now, enter the information, and click, and it's start using the property right away. I'll go do all the paperwork, get it transferred into your name. It's GPS here. Oh, look at that elevation, it's for low, right? 367 feet. I'm going to click the GPS, and it opens in a new link. That was the payment form. Before we do that, I want to point out the taxes. $26 is what the taxes were last year. No time limit to build, no fees on the closing. Just $34.99. There's a gas station up the road. Just some information about the area. Walmart about 67 miles up the freeway in Yuma. So if we zoom out a bit, I want to see those parks again. So here's Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument. I was looking at pictures of this. I think it might be fun to take kids over here. And then Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. This one looks like one heck of an interesting park too. I mean, just I've been Quartzsite, and I've been around the north into this, and I've been down the south, but I've never actually been into this park. Just looks like some beautiful landscape. So before we dig into that, I thought I'd look at the market. $34.99. So let's look. I'm pulled up Yuma County. There's not a whole lot of properties for sale in Yuma County compared to some other counties I've looked at. So I did 5 acres and up, and 0 to or up to basically $50,000 properties, and I priced them low to high. Bay's got a couple properties here. She's a nice person to work with. But I was looking at the prices: 10 acres for 15 or 16,000 bucks, 20 acres for 17 or 18,000 bucks. I don't know why these come up as the first ones in the list. Probably because when she put the pricing in there, she put $1 in, or left the price blank, and then put the advertised price for whatever she's asking for it. So hers sorts out first, ahead of everyone else. Josh's a good fun guy to do business with too. He's always got good deals. He's got 6.6 acres. He's asking $73 per month doing seller financing. That's pretty hard to beat. So I got 10 acres. I'm asking $3,499. That's pretty cheap for the area. Compared to any of these other prices, I don't see anyone close with that kind of acreage. I mean, I'm like half the market or less compared to everything else that comes up in the area. So $3,499 what I'm asking, and it's way cheaper than everybody else. The closest thing price wise is 6.6 acres. Josh has for $4,400 cash, or $73 per month financing. So if you want cheap, easy financing, you probably take Josh. But if you want bigger acreage and lower price, I got this 10 acre one. So I think these two are like the market. That seems to be the ones for size. Unless you want just a drive up easy one. We've got some of those on the website too. If I go back to the map, if I zoom out a little bit, we've got some of those over here. I mean, these are like $1,500 cheap, easy drive up ones, but they're small. They're not 10 acres. So I pulled up the parks that are in the area, and this is Organ Pipe Cactus National Monument, and research like this is what gets me in the car with the kids going on trips. Look at pictures. Look at this thing. I've heard of this park, but I've never seen pictures of it. I mean, wonder what time of year you have to hit that. That's got to be after a good winter's rain in the spring, right? That looks like a beautiful place to go. Look at these beautiful mountains, nice cactuses. I mean, it just looks like a great place to go hiking, especially first thing in the morning or sunset time, and probably a great place to go camping too. I wonder what the camping's like there. But if you had this property, I mean, you could go to a place like this, go have a beautiful lunch picnic, check out one of America's beautiful national parks, and then go back to your property. They probably don't let you drive four-wheelers and dirt bikes and shoot guns and everything else in a park like this, but you can do it on your own property. And look at these people jamming in there. There's their campsite. Maybe it's not so much fun to camp. Big wide open country and everybody's parked right next to each other. You can camp on your own property without having anybody around, but you can go visit the park and see these kinds of places that America's made of. That picture looks out of whack. But let's keep going down through here. I mean, they've got rangers giving descriptions, and Look at this cactus. There's a crazy cactus. I bet you that thing's in about 100 different pictures. There's a good one. There's a classic, just, you know, funky desert countryside. There's a campsite. Comes out blurry. So that's a park I'd like to visit, and it's not very far away. Those screech owls, what kind of owls are those? Doesn't say. Pygmy owls. Those are more rare. Those are harder to find. That kind of owl around here. Cows. Okay. Oh, coyote. So up to the north of the property, we've got the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. This is totally different. I mean, look at this countryside. It doesn't have the big, crazy cactus anymore. It's got some good-looking bush and some crazy-looking rocks. I mean, that's you maybe go rock climbing in these mountains. I don't know if they let you or not, but that looks like an interesting countryside. Now these cactuses, I mean, those things will jump out at you. Those will go right through your shoe. Those will stick to you. They're hard to get off. These are the Dr. Seuss trees. These things are always fun. Octello, I think we call them. With these red tips on them. Beautiful, beautiful things in the right light. After a rain, they get this light, gorgeous green hint to them. It's like good hiking, take your dog for a walk, mountain biking, sunsets. Look at those views. I'd like to go check that park out too. Go climb some of those rocks. So that's the area. I'll go back to the listing or the ad. And if you want that property, I mean, it's cheapest one in the county of that size or anything close to that size, $3,499. 10 acres in Yuma County, Arizona, with hardly any taxes. Yeah, you can just check out online. Thank you. Thanks for watching. Luke Smith, ruralvacantland.com. Hope to bring you more properties. Cheapest in the county, cheapest in the area. I'll just keep bringing them. Thank you. Bye.